welcome back. Are you waiting for me?
Yeah.
We are honored.
Pull that microphone away if you're going to scream into
with us Patty Methvin and Michelle Jarjoura with the Harrison Chamber of Commerce. Glad to have you here, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
And we kind of talked with Ginger about this is when things kick off and you start planning your whole year, and I'm sure you have a ton of things on the burner.
On the burner. Definitely.
Such
Definitely.
as?
Well, the first thing that's coming up for us, Ginger talked about membership, and yes, this is when we renew most of our memberships. Now, our chamber, you do not have to join in January. You can join any time of the year, and your dues are due when you join. So if you join in September, then your dues aren't due again until September the next year.
So that's why I got a notice in the mail yesterday.
Yes, and so you need to pay your dues.
Oh.
Okay.
Today
Isn't there a grace period of some kind?
Not much.
Like a 6 month grace
They're not leaving until they're not going to leave.
That's why you're here. Pick up the money.
But some chambers, you know, they prorate, but you're due again in January. So if you join in September, you would be due again. And so we don't do that. You can join any time of the year. And we're always looking for new members, obviously. And there's a lot that we can do for new members. I'll let you talk about some of that.
Well, there's a lot of people that don't really utilize the membership. I don't think that, you know, they join the chamber and then they just kind of, oh, I joined the chamber. So, you know, one of the big things that we have is chamber happenings. That goes out to all of the chamber members. It goes out to a lot of people that just attend our events. You know, we get their business cards and they want to just be on our mailing list. And the chamber happenings, it goes out every Monday. And any advertisement that you have, that goes out. So
and that comes through email, by the way.
That comes through email.
It's not just things that's going on at the chamber. It's within our community,
within the
right?
community. Any chamber member can submit something that they want to be in the chamber happening. So that's something really big to utilize through the chamber. You know, you can bring brochures down. We have people stop in all the time, and they're just looking for maybe somewhere to go out to eat, or you know, they're looking for the real estate guide. So just little things like that.
It's great for other business people too. I mean, I use that myself to find out what new businesses are in town, and also that tool to network. If you're new in business, you need to be associated with all the other businesses in town and have a network going, because I've seen it so many times where business says we've had this dream our entire lives, we're going to start a business, and they either start it and don't fund it properly, or have the background and what to do. That's what those other members are out there for. You say, hey, what do I do if this happens? And you got a great group of people that can help you out.
A great group of networking people. And the other thing that a lot of people don't realize is a lot of chambers, if you want to advertise through something like the Chamber Happenings, it would be an additional fee. And for the Harrison Regional Chamber, it's part of your membership fee. It's part of us, the way we want to promote you. Obviously, if you're a member of the chamber, you go on our website. And so, you know, how many times have you gone on a trip and you wanted to see where there was to eat, you go to the chamber website, or where there was to stay, you go to the chamber website. And you can't imagine the number of phone calls we get every day, the random phone calls we get. But sometimes it's, you know, that place that's over by so-and-so that does such and such. And thank goodness we have Sarah Watkins that works with us, who's kind of local to the area. And, you know, I can kind of remember, I'm pretty old, and so I remember places that, you know, because it's the old such and such that's now, that kind of stuff. But people will call and just want to know, you know, who have you got that's a real estate agent? And we give them the list of all the real estate agents that are chamber members. So we help promote them that way. And then our business after hours every month, we have a chamber member time where you can do announcements. We got a 50% off sale going on, or don't forget this business or that business, and it gives you an opportunity to kind of talk about your business at that as well. So there's lots of opportunity if you use it, and I think there's not a lot of our chamber members that use it, and we push and push and push, because we really would like to see it used. One thing that they fail to do is to market themselves, because someone told me a long time ago that if you don't toot your own horn, no one else will. Exactly.
So it's good sometimes to do that. And I just want to, as a testimonial to the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce, when I got involved 6 years ago, when we started this business here, it was a commitment to come to meetings and to go to the events. But I thought, if I'm going to be in business, I need to be in the business community. It has helped my business just to be out there and meet face to face with other people. And you say, I'm Dan Reynolds, or who are you, or that kind of thing.
And here's my business card.
Absolutely, you become a little community. people recognize you, and then when anything comes up, they will call you and say, hey, I thought about you because this person asked this. And that's how that works.
Absolutely.
Right.
But if you're not a member, you won't get that.
You won't get that.
It's really hard to make that happen. So I fully endorse what you guys do.
And I'll tell you, we have a lot of nonprofits that are members, and you know, it's a very inexpensive membership fee to be a nonprofit. It's $150 a year, and you can't get the advertising that we can provide, you know, anyplace else for $150. And when you're having your nonprofit fundraiser, you know, we can get that out there for you, and that's a benefit to that nonprofit, and it's already paid for. It's already there. So, and again, you come to the business after hours and you talk about your nonprofit or whatever that is.
And it's not restricted to businesses.
No,
individuals,
retired individuals, and people that just want to be involved in the community. Because we have lots of opportunities for volunteers, as we'll get into here in just a minute.
As a good example, I'm going to drop his name, Bob Reynolds, who's no relation to me. He used to own Walters for many, many years, I think since 1950-something, and he's still a member.
He's still a member, former mayor of Harrison.
And he likes to come and just be involved. So.
Yeah, and we appreciate he and Sandra both a lot, so that's huge. Our first real big event that's coming up will be our banquet, our annual banquet. Ginger from Berryville and I were talking about it. They do theirs in the evening, and we do ours over lunch. We do it from 11:30 to 1, and it's our opportunity to get to acknowledge people in the community that have volunteered above and beyond. And my favorite event of the year, I have to say, Crawford Days is fun, but this is when you just get to honor people and tell about the good things that are going on in Harrison. And it's just the feel-good event of the year for me. And I'll tell you about some of our awards, because we're going to be asking for nominations. And we really need the community to help us nominate people, because we don't always know everything that's going on. So the first award is my favorite, because it's the Jerry McFarland Outstanding Youth Organization Award. And Jerry McFarland was my dad, and so I'm very proud that there's an award named after him. He was really involved in the youth community in Harrison all his life. And so we look for some individual youth or youth organization that kind of has gone above and beyond, and that's fun. The Spirit of Boone County Community Service Award is an outstanding individual, somebody, again, that's just gone above and beyond and done stuff in the community. There's the nonprofit organization, and obviously that has to be a nonprofit, and that has done some great things. And last year or the year before, I think it's been 2 years now, we have the Rising Star Award, so it's 40 and under. And that's been a lot of fun to do, because, you know, we want our younger professionals to get involved in things. And so to have one award just to honor that's been fun. And then the Distinguished Leader in a Small Business. And that's 75 employees or less. And we get to do that award. So that's a lot of fun for us to get to have those awards. And last year you helped us. And we told the award recipients ahead of time, and we did videos of them, and that really made the banquet. It was very special last year.
What was fun about doing that video is I wouldn't tell them that we were recording. I said, we're just going to, you know, go through some of these questions and say whatever you want to. But we used a lot of that.
Yeah, you did.
And there were some pretty teary moments there, because they got real honest about what was going on. So it was fun.
And to hear them talk about all the things that they do and have done over the years and stuff like that. We're pretty special. Harrison's pretty special. We've got a lot of people that are willing to volunteer their time. And we've learned over the years that that's kind of the way you get to know people in Harrison. You kind of need to get involved in something. If you move in and you just go to work and go home, that's who you're going to know. But if you want to get involved in the community, you need to get with a nonprofit or the chamber or somebody and really get out there to get to know people. And
it's I don't know if in any business, I don't think you can be successful unless you try to network somehow with somebody.
Yes, give back.
Yeah,
give back.
And what I see, and hopefully not on a long-term basis, but a lot of people go out of business because it just didn't work. And I think that element is what they didn't have in their business. So
you got to get out there and get involved. It really helps a lot. So this is so much fun. We love doing the banquet. It's a lot of work too. It's going to be April the 2nd.
Okay.
And so it's a lot of work, you know. But thanks to the Duran Center, it's not as hard as it used to be. You know, they used to set up at the North Ark gym and had to set up every table and every chair and try to make it look nice. And, you know, it's a gym, and so that was a little bit of a struggle. Now you walk into the gorgeous Durand Center, and we don't have to do as much decorating as we used to have to do because it's just so nice. And it holds 500 or more, and so we have really good attendance for that. So.
And then you have table. Do you have prices set this year?
We don't have the prices set yet. We haven't had a chance to
buy
meet on that. But there's a table price, which is usually 8 people for the price of 7 or something like that, and then individual. So that's a lot. That's great. That's and of course, we've already started talking about Crawdad Days.
I was going to say, what else?
Well, that's
that
a year
started
long.
in
People
December.
don't realize that's a year-long thing, isn't it?
It is constant.
Crawdad Days is coming up. We're having a meeting in a couple of weeks, and we've already got the ball rolling on music. We've got a new partnership with 1029 The Z, and hopefully that's going to get some bigger acts into town as far as music is concerned.
Good.
Rob McBee and Scott Stewart are going to be getting some of our entertainment this year. And, you know, all the same great things that come along with Crawdad Days, you're going to be expecting those. You know, you've got the carnival, the bike race, of course, the music that comes along with it, the Crawdad Days eating contest.
Funnel cakes.
Funnel cakes, you know, those food vendors.
Crawdad cook to come and cook crawdads, will you suck the heads?
Will I suck heads?
Of the crawdad?
I have never eaten a crawdad.
Oh, eat 'em.
No.
No, I have never eaten a
That's a
crawdad.
challenge.
Oh,
we have been challenged. We're bringing them.
We'll have to bring them.
They're good. They're really good.
Do you suck the heads?
I don't.
I don't.
I would.
But I'll eat a
I would
crawdad.
if y'all will. I will.
It wouldn't bother me to. I wouldn't mind doing it.
Yeah. I guess I have once or twice, but I just the tails are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Just the tails. But it's going to be May 17th and 18th, so be looking out for that. We've got our website. We're working on our website. It's crawdaddays.org, so it's not .com, it's .org. So be looking out for that. You know, there'll be vendor forums. We've already got tons of vendors emailing and wanting to sign up. So just like Ginger said, you know, they want to get booked the first of the year. So they're already knocking on our door, and
the weather's going to be perfect.
The weather,
It's going to.
I'm predicting that.
Okay, as we do every year.
That's right. That's right. For every event.
Yeah.
And we had a great 2012. You know, we want to thank everybody for everything that went on in 2012. You know, I started in the summer, and I did Balloon Festival and Cooking on the Creek and the Christmas Parade, and those were all successful events. And I know they had a great Crawdad 2012. So we had some great successful events, and we added on some good things to Cooking on the Creek, and we're just going to try to add some things onto the Balloon Festival this year and continue to add on to the Cooking on the Creek. And I know we had an array of entrants to the Christmas Parade. I've had so many great things said about the Christmas Parade, so apparently you did a good job.
Yeah, it's all about the chair of the committee.
Yeah, I think you did such a good
You've
job.
done good.
You did good.
I think a lot of things are going to change next year, is what I've heard.
Well, they keep talking about
Judging
that.
and things like that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's all up to you.
It's fun.
Right?
I mean, the chamber is a fun place to park your hat from time to time when you come in.
There's all this stuff that's real public stuff and easy stuff to talk about, and then there's economic development, which is a big word, and what does that mean? But the chamber is the organization that is seen by other states and other organizations as for economic development. So we partner with Arkansas Economic Development Commission, which is the governor's appointed commission staff that they have money in the state. They can do taxes and tax backs and stuff like that. We work with them. We work with Entergy. And when anybody is interested in a prospect coming to town, you know, this is who they would contact. And then we have a group that we get together that does prospect visits and stuff like that. And we have had some prospect visits. They're confidential. You can't really go out there and say we did this many things. And that's kind of the hard part, because you can't really brag on some of the stuff you've done until it actually comes to fruition. Right. And so, you know, sometimes it'll take 10 or 12 prospects before you get anything. And we work constantly on that. And
that's the hard part of the job.
It is the hard part of the job, and it's the part of the job that is so extremely important that somebody's working on it constantly. And then it's the hard part because you can't just go out there and say, oh, you know, ABC something, you know, called us, and we spent 400 hours courting them, and then they didn't come.
Every little town is trying to vie for those people
Absolutely.
too. So.
Absolutely.
You know, we have talked for 16 minutes, and that means we're totally out of time.
We were trying to help fill the time.
I know.
You guys can fill it out.
No problem.
We're talkers, I guess.
Oh, we could have a weekly show, an hour with the chamber.
I think that'd be good.
There we go.
We could fill it.
We appreciate you coming by, and I know there's a lot of things going to be happening throughout the year, and we'll be glad to have you back anytime.
Awesome.
Thank
We'll
you.
be glad
We
to promote you
appreciate
any
guys.
way we can.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. We'd like to thank everybody for being on the show today, and thank you for watching.
Thanks for
Do you have
being
any,
here,
have any
Dan.
nice closing words for our nice people out there that call and want to know about you and not about me?
No.
That was it.
That was it.
We'll see you again next time.